be the challenge that you may be facing, or whatever the need is for clarity, this is the platform where we get to all learn from each other. So you're welcome again. And tonight, don't hide. Just be open. Um, sorry, let me mute this. Thank you. The I think I set for everybody to be able to unmute and speak. And I think we learned quite a bit last week from our interactions. And tonight again, we have another opportunity to learn from each other. We are privileged to have some of our top leaders on the platform tonight. I won't be doing this alone. I'll be doing together with some very, very experienced people on this project. Let me use the opportunity to welcome them and ask for some opening remarks. So we are blessed to be here tonight to be part of tonight's training. So it's a Q&A once again. We're going to be interacting basically and learning and getting clarity. So let me specially welcome Auntie Vera to the call. Mr. Birch, you're welcome. Reverend Bijou, you're welcome. Let me see if I can find any other leaders on this. Everybody is specially welcome. Today you'll be hearing from not only me, Reverend Bijou, Mr. Birch, Auntie Vera will be also here to help us all answer the questions that may have come in. So where are you joining us from? Let me get to the chat box and see if I can get some names there. So I can see Prosper from Kumasi. Prosper, it's good to see you here. Raphael, you came in very early. It's good to see you here. Vladimir, it's good to see you. Belinda from Accra, it's good to see you here too. Let me just go through the list. I think I can see more than the names I see in the chat box. So Esther Christian, you're welcome. Foster Adonyu, you're welcome. Anastasia Johnson, Prosper, another one. Pabla, you're welcome. Benjamin, Calvina, you're welcome. It's good to see you here. Siru, it's good to see you here. Jonathan, it's good to see you. Kinsley, Lily, it's good to see you all. NEJB, you're one of the first people to get in here. You're welcome. Samuel, and I think I've picked everybody. So for Auntie Rose, it's good to see you here. You're welcome. Once again to tonight's training. So, Nathan is from Accra. Nathan, good to see you. Dr. Nathan, good to see you on the call tonight. So it's a Q&A. There are a few updates I'll give at the end about the 90-day run happening globally, and then a bit about Marco Mars, and perhaps you could guide us to generate some training topics for the upcoming trainings that will have to suit your needs. Sometimes we may feel we are giving you the training you need, but there may be some peculiar needs you need us to hammer on. So you can also help us with those ones when we get to that part of the conversation tonight. Tonight, we'll try and keep it just within an hour, perhaps a little over an hour. Last week, we did almost 2 hours here, and I think we apologize for that. That was not the intention, but the conversation happened to have gone that way. So you're welcome again. Let me stop speaking and perhaps open up for some opening remarks from the members of the panel. So let me open for Auntie Vera. You're already unmuted. Are you able to give us some opening remarks whilst we welcome the team for tonight's Q&A? Then after you, Calvin, please, you can go, and then Reverend Bijou can go, and then we can open for everybody else to ask a question. So guys, over to you, Auntie V.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity, and good evening, everyone. I think, Dr. Hans, you've said it all. We shouldn't waste time anymore. I think we should just delve in and start so that we can see within 1 hour. But welcome, everyone, and
thank you.
Let's get moving. Thank you.
All right. So, thank you. I don't know if Calvin or Reverend Bijou would say any other, but Calvin, do you have any opening remarks, or Reverend Bijou, any opening remarks? Then anybody who has a question can just put your hand up, and then we'll call, or you can put your question in the chat if you can't put your hand up, or you can unmute. You can put your hand up, we'll still call you to unmute and speak. You could find the button to raise your hand. You see the heart icon at the bottom of your screen. you can raise your hand over there and we'll definitely see it and then we'll call you all. So don't hide tonight. If you put up your hand, I'll give you the chance to open up and speak. So any opening remarks? Okay, I can see Calvin, you're ready.
Hi, everyone. It's good to be here once again. It's a good place to meet like-minded people. This is where you get energized and move on with the journey. Tonight's session I think it's like a rubber band. You can move it either way, but just don't break it. So you can very flexible. And not many times we have an opportunity like this because many times this training is structured. We talk about setting topics and we restricted to that. Today, it's open, so any challenge or any concern, this is a good opportunity for affiliates to share. Sometimes asking the question doesn't necessarily mean you don't know it at all, but you probably want clarity or you want people to get some clarity on certain things. And it's always good to ask. There's no foolish question. And it may be a good opportunity for people to learn. And sometimes some of the questions we may not have answers to them, but it makes us to think and find and go and look for the answer. So the next time when we meet, we'll be able to give you a good response. So it's good to be here, and let's all be interactive. Take advantage of the time. We're all business owners. We're all CEOs here. There are no prospects here. They are all affiliates. So let's be free. Let's talk. Let's ask. Let's share. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I can see Reverend Bijou is ready too. Reverend Bijou, any opening comments?
Yes, good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. I think this is an opportunity for all of us to talk around things that are really in the front burner of our business. And if you have any question, I personally will not claim I have answers to everything. I don't have monopoly to the knowledge of God backup. We move on and we keep learning and we push ourselves to learn much more. So tonight, I want to believe it's another learning moment for each one of us. So, and I don't think there's any question that is a foolish question. We are not monopolizing any topic here. Let's just talk and let's share and let's learn. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I can see your hand is already up. I want to open it up for us. Yeah, please go ahead.
No, just permit me to specially welcome someone on the platform that I see there. Okay. Calvin Abej.
Yes.
Hi, welcome. How are you?
Good to see you.
I asked you like a Madame Popo. Bye-bye. Stay blessed. Bye-bye. Thank you for the opportunity. Bye-bye.
Yes, you're welcome. You're welcome. Calvin, it's good to see you on the call, really.
Thank you so much. It's a privilege.
Great. Right. So guys, questions. Anybody with a question? If you don't ask questions, I'll just go around and pick everybody's name, and I'm sure there are questions hiding in corners. Because we keep getting small questions in the corners. And today, let's just discuss it, because when we speak about it openly, it helps more than you. It helps the other person who also may have had a similar question. On their mind to ask. Okay, I see someone's mic is unmuted. Ernest, are you asking a question? Pastor Ernest?
Yeah.
Right. It's good to hear your voice.
That's fine. Good evening.
Good evening, Pastor Ernest.
Please, how is everyone doing?
I believe everyone's doing great. Good to hear from you too. How are you doing?
I'm very blessed and highly favored. Yes, so I have lots of questions, but I'll just ask one.
Oh, ask all of them, please. Please ask all.
Well,
let me do my favor.
I should ask all the questions, eh?
Yes, please. One after the other.
Oh no, but I'll just do one. Okay, so my question has to do with how can we help one another in terms of leads when leads are gotten and they need a much more experienced voice to come in. How can we approach that so that at that spell of a moment, we can save that lead possibly to become a prospect? I don't know if my question is clear.
I think, can you give an example, for instance?
Okay, example like yesterday,
Yeah.
one of my downlines called me,
Okay.
and then he had gotten a prospect that, but he's very technical. Because he's already operating with Dropbox, so he has a lot of questions as to how he's going to integrate the information he has from Dropbox into God Backup, and how possible it is, and also the security, and so many technical questions that needed a much more experienced person to handle that. And in that spell of a moment, I was called upon. So my little knowledge, I was able to do. But my downline mentioned your name, that you are much more, you have much more knowledge, and you can answer this question so that the person would have a solution to his. But unfortunately, at that spot, we knew that particular hour wouldn't have been a good hour, but we are trusting God we could get through to you. But that couldn't happen. So I have to save the bell by fronting to speak with the person. At the end of the day, he was kind of convinced. So I told him that hopefully Sunday he should make time to come to the physical meeting, so that if he has any other further question, he could ask. But I'm looking at that spell of a moment where you've gotten somebody who has, you can tell that the person really wants to do God Backup, but he needs some very sensitive questions to be answered.
Okay. I think it's all clear now. I think thanks for the question too.
Thank you too.
Right. Let me nominate someone to help you answer the question. Please, was Calvin, please, are you able to take this one to start?
Okay. Yeah, first of all, it's a good question. Let's look at what the question is, then we will look at the line or the approach towards his concern in getting who. How do we get, to the right person? How can we take advantage of probably your line or your LOEs, your upline? We will talk about that. We shouldn't assume everybody know what lead is. So some will be like, what are they talking about? Okay, to break this down, we can say lead is not a customer, it's a potential customer or partner, someone who's interested in the business or the product is a lead. So I believe the express, and early days, we all have these issues. So it is nothing to be ashamed of, to feel inadequate about, because once you're starting something, you are new, you don't know it, it's fine. We all didn't know stuff, and when we had issues or questions, we referred to people who were ahead or experienced, or who could answer. So it's always fine to push that up to the right person to answer. Then when we are faced with an issue like this, the first point of should I continue? Is there interjection or something?
No, please go ahead.
All right. So the first point of call is our upline, is our sponsor, is the one who signed you up, all right, who got you registered on the project. Of course, not all the time the person who got you on the project is an experienced person. Sometimes the person themselves just joined, so may not know. So we can follow that line, the one who brought them, and so within that line, you should get someone who can assist the person. But fortunately for you, you didn't have much problem. First of all, you could address the issue, and also you knew who you could speak to. Immediately, the one that came to mind was Dr. Hansen, and you said your partner said, "Hey, Dr. Hansen can answer that question," but probably at the time you said it wasn't the right time to call her. But yeah, so that we should always make use of our enrollment line. Okay, so unless there is no one available on that line, then you can go calling elsewhere, someone else that can assist. Any of the leaders on the project, sometimes I think numbers and details, contacts have been made available. You can reach them and ask this question. Send a line, or if you're able to call them, I believe they should be in a position to say a word or two with the situation that you have. I hope I'm able to answer the question. So on the platform, you can always, if it's not a personal question, you can always put it on the platform and seek for answer. So one of the leaders can see that and address it immediately, or can address it personally to you if you want the answer addressed personally. So we have a lot of platforms you can take advantage of, and I think it can help. Thank you.
Thank you for the response. I think I was going to take an Ernest, are you clear with this, please?
I'm very clear. That's fine.
That's fine. So the platforms are also there, not just our team platform, the impact platform. You could put the question there and you could actually get a quick response, And I think also don't assume we are too busy. Okay, we are busy, but we are not that busy. I believe each time anybody reaches out, if I'm unable to, since I'm the name that came up, I'm sure I'd have said no. Call someone, and would have reached somebody definitely within the circle who could have helped out if the question or the help had come. The need for help, the help call, the emergency call had come through onto the pages. Someone would have flagged it and someone would have definitely come up. So like Calvin said, don't stick to the one line. Okay, there's help available. And on our platform, I think last we put the contact of the leaders on at least Corpus Mates on that platform. I'll just repost it again. So you start. So if you have any help and your upline can't, and you can actually call on somebody else. But then again, let's also and understand people's timings. Okay, if you call someone and the person is not available, just go on to the next person, and you definitely get a response from somebody who will definitely be there to help out. And also, you can actually tell the person, "Can we do this sometime later? I will reach the person who can get you the help when you need the help." Okay, so if it's not happening that immediately, you could actually get another time if it's possible with the person. Okay, and then you can still get your responses sorted out. All right. Okay.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you too. I know you have other questions. Please don't hide them. Let them come. All right. I saw Kinsley up. Is it Prof. Agomo? first, and then I saw Anastasia.
Yes.
Hi, Prof.
It's Prof. Agomo.
Hi, Prof. Good evening.
Good evening. My. Let me end it there.
Yes, please.
Good. Yes, the question is a very nice question, and I'm happy with the contributions, the answers provided. But I just want to add a few comments to the answer.
Yes, please. Please go ahead.
First of all, all of us on the platform, we need to understand what network marketing is about. And network marketing, basically, if you take it as business, you are just talking to people, you have this, come and sign up, you are likely to fail. With network marketing, is the product that sells itself. So if you want to talk about the product, then you need to experience the product, use the products, know everything about the service or the product before you go out there. Because the question will all be about the product. If you're not able to explain or answer questions, first of all, you may look timid. You are likely to lose the person. The fact that we always say refer to the so and so, refer to somebody. I mean, by the time you are referring, the person is making judgments. So it's good we take note of the product or the service we are rendering, that we learn it ourselves as we are in the business. We learn it, attend training, use it, and know in and out about the service before you go out there. That's why the first the first step is just refer the person to a meeting. Just invite the person to a meeting. Let the experts talk to the person. If you're not an expert, you are likely to have a problem. Until you are grown, we don't need to be talking about the product. Is this, you can do this, you can do this. No, I mean, that's what I want to add to the answers my senior has provided. Let's attend meetings. Let's learn more. I mean, know about the products, the service, the way we go out there. If you want to talk about it, fine. But most of us are at our level, it will be very difficult to be answering technical questions. So that's been my contribution to the question. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and I couldn't agree more. I wouldn't say any further. I see Reverend Biju's hand up. Let her speak, and then I'll come to Anastasia. Reverend Biju.
Thank you very much. Just a quick one. It's important not to try to convince people. If you do, you will lose your prospect. And I like the fact that you even mentioned a lead, and I love it more when my husband now said, know the difference between the lead and the prospect. Don't get a lead and try to convince the lead. When you have the lead, what you need to do is to unearth the need of the lead. You don't do a presentation at that point. Then you convert the lead into a prospect by unearthing his or her need. Then you do the invitation. Then, when the person gets there, the person will now get the presentation done. And all the questions at that point will be answered. It's very, very important. Otherwise, you'll be so eager to talk to that lead and lose that lead immediately. And your posture is very important, as Prof just said. Your posture is very, very important. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Reverend Biju. So the system that has worked so far is invite, they hear the presentation, and then the follow-up happens. Okay. So just like Reverend Biju and the leaders have said, Prof. Agoma, are you adding some more to this? Your hand is still up.
Sorry. I should have. I mean, it's okay.
Okay, sorry. All right. Thank you. Thank you
so
much.
The hand remain up. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. So I believe it's clear from the discussion so far. So first contact, keep it simple and straight. It's not like Reverend Bijou said, it's not at that time you are trying to give every information because like you may get stuck. So invite them to see it. When they have seen it, they have heard it all from the experts who have been presenting. And truly, like Prof. Agomo said, like the more we engage with the presentations, the more we become the product of the product from your interaction with the product. So you yourself are built up to be able to speak about the product without any help. And you can only do that by interacting with the product yourself more frequently. Okay, so that even when you meet someone on the spot and they're asking questions, you have something to say. But then, you know, many of us leaders can do a presentation from scratch. But when you meet a lead, like Reverend Bijou said, you need to have that conversation and align before you go into the substance of what you have to give. Okay. So in getting someone to register for Go Backup, in as much as we are in a hurry to get them, we would love them to register immediately. The registration happens when it comes from the person himself, when their need aligns with what you are offering. It happens to all of us. If you are purchasing something, you want to see what's in it for you before you want to get into it. And you can't do that at the first encounter. You know, most times when we meet people, for me, everybody's mind is on something else before you are introducing them to something. And it's a process. It will take them coming to hear the good news first, maybe sometimes even more than once, to understand it for themselves. Then the right questions they need answers to will come up. And then that's when you can actually get the clarity from the presentation yourself that you have actually learned and from your own user experiences. So the leaders are really truly your backup. You are the front line. And I couldn't agree more with what our leaders here have said and have mentioned. Okay. So I hope that's pretty clear for all of us, and we've all learned something from this discussion before we move to the next subject. Please, any additional comments from leaders before we move on to the next question? Anastasia, I'm coming to you, okay? Then after you, we'll have Raphael.
Go ahead.
Okay.
All right. So Anas, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. Good
I'm
evening.
Anastasia.
Hi, Anas.
So I'm sorry if my question would draw you back, but this is my first time.
Don't worry. Don't worry. You're
I want
welcome.
to know, okay. I want to know exactly what is expected of me and what do I expect of you. And then I've been hearing some words like lead, prospect, and all that. I don't understand them. And also, why would I shift or convince someone to shift from the existing network they are used to this one without so much focusing on the monetary value or the aspect of?
Okay.
Yes, please. These are my questions.
All right.
Thank you.
So let me get the questions clear, and then we'll help to address it. You said what's expected of you as a strategic partner of Go Backup, right? That's the first
What
one.
am I to? Yes, please.
What are you to do? Right. And then
What am I? Yes. What should I expect and what do you expect from me? What are you expecting from me, and what am I also what should I also expect from you?
Okay, can someone help me understand Anastasia's question, or can someone help her answer?
What is the expectations?
Yes, okay, Auntie Vera, come in, and then I can see that Calvin is also unmuted.
Yeah, thank you again. Anastasia, before you approach this person, the first thing you should ask yourself is, why am I reaching out to this person? You should understand the person's need. You have found something and you have a friend. You know that this gold that I have, Dora or Kweku would need it. So before you get to Dora or Kweku, you should know whether Kweku needs the service or Kweku needs money. So understanding the person's need, understanding the person's why, it's very important, so that you don't go in there just to tell the person, to convince the person to do something that the person is not willing or is not looking for. you should always understand why you are reaching out to this person. I think that's what I want to say here. I don't know if that answers your question, Anastasia.
I'm sure some part of it.
Okay,
And that's
and Auntie, yes,
Mhm.
I'm answered, but
Yeah.
you know, so this network is here to bridge a gap of some loopholes in the existing networks. So when I'm going to apply to somebody, I
Yes.
have to know exactly this is what we are offering that the existing ones don't have, the advantages of ours that the existing ones people are used to don't have, so that I can highlight most to that client or to the new person. So that is what Prof was saying. So I have to first of all have a full understanding of the products. So I can know the product through attending meetings. So, but I want to be clear of exactly the offer we are giving. Is it to I have to know a lot. So I think I can't know everything right now. But as time goes on, I would be able to catch up and then, because I don't want to go and stand in front of somebody and then just beat about the bush without having
Okay, I think I now get where you're coming from. Okay, I think Calvin, you
Yeah.
want to speak?
Okay,
Yes, please.
can I come in here quickly?
Yes, please,
Yeah.
Calvin.
I first of all have a couple of questions for Anas. Did I hear her say this is her first training? This is her first time on the call?
Yes,
All
this is
right.
my first time. Yes.
Okay. Would that mean that you just got registered onto the project?
Yes, please.
How long ago?
Is it last 2 days or last 3 days? It's not up to a week. This week.
All right.
No.
Did
It
you
was
hear
Friday.
about
So
Did you hear about something called AIM? AIM. AIM meeting. Did you?
no, I don't think I heard anything
Who
like that.
signed you up? Who registered you, Anas?
The person who signed me gave me a lot of information, but I didn't pay attention to them. Prof. Agomo sent me, my prof linked me up.
Okay. It's very important. This is why we do AIM. And we had 2 or 3 sessions on AIM. And what is AIM? The acronym AIM, AIM, stands for Affiliate Informatory Meeting. Whenever someone gets started on the project or in this business, however you want to call it, the first meeting we should have with them is the affiliate informatory meeting. It's like an orientation. And we share slides, what goes into the affiliate informatory meeting. If you had attended the affiliate informatory meeting, you wouldn't have some of these concerns, okay? Of course, on this project, you can't learn everything in one day, but you will be clear of what this is about, what you need to do, and the expectation of your upline, and your referral. All of these mostly will be, this conversation is held during the affiliate informatory meeting. It could be one session. You could start it, but you may not finish. You could have another session of the affiliate informatory meeting, but it's very important. So as a learning on this, I mean, I'm happy this has come up because it's a typical case. Anyone who we bring on the project, folks, let's ensure that we have AIM with them, the affiliate informatory meeting. If you don't have the slides, we took time to put these slides together because of you, because of a situation or situations like these. So people don't come on the project, blinded, and don't know what to do. The next thing that will come, the other part of AIM that we will be talking about some other time soon will be the slides that will address the strategic partnership, what you need to do as a strategic partner. But the slides, what we talked about from the beginning, guided us on what is AIM, what goes into AIM, why it's necessary that we do AIM. So it's not too late. Let the one who sign you up, if they cannot, let them speak to their upline. And I think you were like, some of the jargons you are hearing for the first time. It's okay to feel like that. When you are in a field, an area where you are new to, you might hear some jargons, words that you might not be familiar with. Okay, but in this affiliate program, network marketing, strategic partnership we are in, these are familiar words, and you will hear it different ones as we go on, and you will get the understanding as you move on. As per the specific objective and where we are, what we have, where we're going, I think as we go on in the tonight, we will remind or re-emphasize on why is God Backup unique, and where is it going, and what is the objective? Why are we affiliates, and what is our work or our job? So I will end here for now, but they are very good questions you asked and concerns you brought. Thank you so much.
Right, thank you. Thanks for your responses, Adira and Calvin.
Can I come in, please?
Please do.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, because of time, but let's leave. She said she's just signed up on Saturday, and we'll have time with her. She said, we'll have time to take her through properly. So, don't waste too much time on this one so that we can move ahead. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So, and as you'll be cared for, okay. There's a whole system to help you land well and be prepared for your starts. Okay. Like, so much work has gone into welcoming every new person. If all of us would just get the AIM documents like we did last. If you don't have the AIM documents, please put AIM on the chat page. Okay. Put AIM on the chat page and the document will be sent to you. If you go through that document yourself, you know where you stand, and it will help you to help the next person also to settle nicely when they also sign on with you. Okay, it's a very detailed, solid grounding document, foundational document that you should just go through with everybody else. Okay, all right. So Raphael, your hand has disappeared. Ralph, you can speak up. Okay. Oh, please put it on the Coppersmith page, yeah. Okay? If you put it here, we will miss out on it. Just put it on the Coppersmith page and you'll be sorted out. Okay. Ralph, over to you.
Thank you very much, Doug. I appreciate it. I'm young, but there's a few things that I have learned. Before after my upline told me about this is what I did. Because I was hungry for information, I did not wait to join the call to get them. So, okay, I have the business title, that's Go Back. So straight online, I started downloading the videos, downloading any write-outs about the organization. So before he would say, Jack, I've already registered. So before the calls, I know what you're talking about. I've written the questions down. So if my questions are answered, I don't even ask them again. So please, Madam, this is what, even before we joined this call this evening, I've listened to a lot of presentations. downloaded a lot of it. Just went on Google or YouTube, downloaded a whole lot of videos, listened to them, how people started, how this business came about. So because I was hungry for success, not for money, I know the money will come. I know the money will come, but I needed that information because I don't want to stand in front of somebody and start stammering. So I look for the loopholes in the videos. I couldn't get anything. So please, just go for the videos. They will tell you a lot. Motivational speakers, they are there. And there are another one, Dr. Dorothy is another one. And a lot of information. Madam Vera, they help me. And I'm so grateful. Give me information, supporting me at the background. So, Madam, they will help you. They have helped me. So look for the videos. Download the videos. Just download the videos. And you get there over there. And be friends with people you want to talk to. When you go, you want to. So I have business, money-making business. Oh, they will not listen to you. Give them what they need, not what they want. They already have something already. So give them what they need. Already people are tired of the present 32 gig they have, iCloud they have, is getting exhausted. So they need something bigger. So get into what they need. When you get into it, befriend the people first. When you get into what they need, you get to their heart. My target is women. The men, they are not serious. So the women, they are business conscious women. And know how to sell. And we sell very well. Madam, thank you very much.
Right. Thank you. Thank you, Raphael. It was in and out, but yeah. Say again, please.
Auntie Rose says she has a question. So if she can.
That's a question. Right. Okay. So Raphael, thanks for your contribution. I think I got 2 points from there. As partners, we have to be proactive to ask the questions and look for the information, whilst we are being guided in the process. So we shouldn't just be passive. We should also get involved in trying to find the answers we need. So right after you are settled on aim, don't hide. Just go looking for it, and you would get your answers and the support definitely from the team. Auntie Rose, you can unmute and then you can speak.
All right. Good evening and thank you, our able leaders. I have
Good evening,
this.
Right.
Normally, when we meet people, we are not to tell them anything, but rather invite them to our presentation. So the experience I've got, which is affecting me, is that when I meet people, I introduce myself, we have a chat, and then I tell them, oh, I have some good news for you. Then they will insist in knowing what is it. Then I tell them, okay, if you want to know, if I give you a recording of a presentation, will you be able to listen to it? Then they say yes. So I forward some of the old recordings to them. Then after that, when I follow up, then they tell me, oh, I couldn't get time to listen. Then I invite them to the Mensvik one, to the UNCAM. When you make follow up, when you call to find out, no response. And it has happened several times. So how do we go about it? Because we are not to tell them anything, we invite, and they won't get time to come. They won't watch the presentation. So how do we get the prospects? That's my question. It's affecting me.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you for your question, and it's pretty clear. Maybe please would you help us with this one? Thank you.
Okay, thanks. That's a very, very good experience of not qualifying whoever you want to invite. I think qualification is something that we all need to be thinking about. Qualification means you are actually asking questions that are giving you answers on the need of someone. You don't get someone and then you assume the person has a need. Even if you assume, because probably you know the person for long. This is somebody who's been asking you for money, for instance, all the time. So you know that that person has a need to get something to be doing, to get money. But then you will not base yourself on that and then tell the person, come and see this because I'm doing this, come and do it. Come and join me and see what I've been doing. You've been asking me the money. It does not really work like that. It's very important for you to be prompting the person with questions. You remember the last time I'm giving an example. The other time you told me you were jammed because you needed money to pay the fees of your children. Is that correct? The person might tell you yes. So how did you sort it out? This process is qualification process I'm doing now. So how did you go about it? And the person, I had to call Kojo. Kojo was able to give me a loan and I was able to pay. Then you ask another question. Have you been able to pay Kojo back the loan you took? Probably the person will tell you no. Or I had to ask my cousin who gave me to give back to Kojo. So then now we say, what about if I were to show you something that could actually help you to make some extra money so that you don't get yourself jammed and then you go borrowing money from people? Would you want to see it? Probably the person will say yes or no. But usually the answer is yes, I would want to see it. You understand? So you have qualified this person, then you issue the invitation. We have this presentation or this I told you about. And sometimes because the person is hungry to know it, the person could ask you, tell me now what it is. Then you tell the person, no, I cannot tell you now. We need to sit so that you will actually understand. This is when you issue the invitation, you must have options for that person. It can be one-on-one. Do you have time at this time within the week? If the person says no. Do you have time? We have Zoom meetings. You give the days and the time. You give that option to the person. Or we have Sunday at this time. Would you want to attend? Would you want to attend? Then the person will take one of these options and come in. Now that is qualification for somebody who actually needs the business. Never go on the premise that you know somebody knows. That is a common mistake a lot of people make. Some of us have even made before. Now, for the service, the qualification for the service is so simple. How do you manage your data? You have a phone. What's happening to your pictures? How do you manage? You know what? This Google, the other time I received this message on Google, they said I should do, the person would definitely give you a response. So how do you manage it? And the person will say, I've been deleting. Are you happy when you delete? The answer is always no. So if I were to tell you there is another option that you could use to be able to get all your memories intact without deleting anything. And guess what? It even goes beyond your memories. It even can serve you with your documents, and you can even help other people keep their own as well. Would you want to have a look at this option? So we say yes or no. Usually the answer is yes. Then you push in your invitation. Can I invite you to come and have a look at it? Do you have the time? Morning or afternoon? You ask this question. Then you set the appointment. Then you sit down with the person, or the person attends the presentation. That is how we go about it. It is important for you to unearth the need of someone, even your spouse. Don't take it for granted that the person will need it. The person might not need it. If you don't unearth it, you are going on the premise that I know better than you. Then it becomes very difficult. That is why most of us will now come in with people we have assumed that they needed the money. And they come in, they will not become bronze. They will not become copper. Then we are frustrated and they are frustrated. And at the end of the day, you lose a very good partner simply because you did not qualify. The qualification process, ladies and gentlemen, dear partners, is very, very important. I feel a little bit uncomfortable when I just tell someone, come and see something beautiful. Personally, come and see something wonderful that I have found. It works for some people, but it will not work for some people. So you must have these two options. Unearth the need. base yourself on that need and invite the person. So when the person comes, the decision making becomes very easy because the person has found answer to his or her need. I hope I've been able to answer your question. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Reverend Bijou. That's excellent. That's an excellent answer. And I'm sure everybody has learned something about the process. So it's a process, like Reverend Bijou has said. It's a conversation. It's a conversation. It's not a trick. It's not a rash thing. It's just a conversation. And that's the way business. All business is conversation. So if you are sending invitations without a conversation backing it, the person doesn't see the need to be there because you've, like Reverend Bijou said, you've not connected, you've not qualified the person enough to find reason to be there, even though you're telling them to be there, because you can see the need for the person, but it's the person seeing the need for themselves before they'll make your appointment, you see. So just like Reverend Bijou described, that is how it should go. Okay. So whoever you identify as your prospects, you must have a conversation, a real conversation to match the need. Then you know how this would work for them. Then when they come and see and hear and like, they would be willing to register and then work. It's not you who will be pushing them. Their inner drive will keep them going on this. I hope it's okay for you, Auntie Rose, and I hope everybody has learned something from that. Auntie Rose, are you cool?
No, I'm talking about new people I meet and I want to introduce. You see, you share the good news with them. They will insist of knowing what the good news is about. Yes. Then I tell them, sometimes I crack joke. It's like you are pounding fufu and then you are drinking the soup. Before the fufu is ready, you will not be able to eat it. So if I invite you or if I send you a recording, will you be able to look at it? Because sometimes it's in a car, we meet and we don't have time to talk so much. So when I invite them, I have good news for you. What is it about? Then that is what happens. They give me their contact, all right. Then I give them the presentation. Then after that, they will tell, I couldn't watch it. I don't have time to come to Mensvik. And when you call, they don't pick up. That's what I'm experiencing. That is what I want to know about.
I think Reverend Bijou has a response. I'll let her go first before I add my part to it.
That's very interesting. You need to at least cultivate a kind of relationship with whoever you meet. It's based on your relationship with the person that can issue an invitation. You can meet someone. I have one of my team, the DRC. She was in the street, and then she sees people. She's elderly. She will just approach someone that she doesn't know and greet the person and start talking in general about life. And then she has talked about life, and as she is asking the question about general life, she's actually building a relationship. She does not know the person. She will not send the person, you will not send that person after that first meeting. Depending on how your meeting went, you will not send a recording to the person because the person would not watch it. No. Auntie Rose, the person will not watch it. No. Based on what am I going to watch it? About 5-10 minutes conversation in the car. And then you send me. I don't know what went into your conversation. But one of the best things that has been working when you don't know someone is to talk about family, the state of the economy and how things are going. And then from there, you start having different conversations. And out of your conversations, then you are gathering information about the person. You are building trust so that if you are telling that person something based on that trust, the person will believe you. Our recordings are usually long, 1 hour, 30 minutes, sometimes 45 minutes, even if it's the YouTube or if it is the Zoom. Most of our presentations are very long. Nobody is going to spend time and watch that, especially if I don't have a relationship with you. Before you send a recording, you must have had a very good conversation and build trust and relationship is very, very important. The strangers we meet are all potential prospects, but you must know how you go about it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Reverend Viju. And that's it, Auntie Rose. Yeah. So when you get a contact first, don't rush to invite, okay? You build a relationship first. Something I learned when I got in here was people will listen to you when they like you, and then they'll do business with you when they trust you. And all of that is a process. So once you get a contact, and well, business works best with strangers, and we all know that, but you should build a relationship with that stranger. Know them a little, let them know you a little. Then after that, you know when it's right to pivot, when it's right to switch the conversation to inviting them to this. Okay, it won't happen at the first instance. It's good to get the contact, but when you get the contact, you build the relationship. Okay, that's why for many leaders we have multiple conversations running. Like you are not talking to just one person, and then that person is not listening to you. You are stuck. You are at different levels of conversation with different people, and once you have a contact, that's all you're supposed to do. This is a networking business. It's a people's business, and once you're interacting with people, all that is going to happen, and it's a process. Okay, it will definitely get to that point where you can invite, and the person will definitely show up because you've gotten to those areas where conversations have become common. The person now has settled with you to listen enough to trust what you are leading them to. Okay, so thank you so much, Reverend Biju. Okay, and I think I saw a question in the chat. Let me pick that quickly before we are at the top of the hour now. How many people have each of you signed up in the last month? Have you failed to sign people up? Okay, so I think we'll all go one by one so you can put some real experiences to the signing up of people. So I think I'll let everybody on the panel have a go at this question. How many people have you signed up in the past month, and have you failed to sign up people? Yes, let me speak for myself. What you are going through is not different from what we are going through. Okay, we are all going through the same thing, just that we have experience in how we approach people. The responses is based on the same things. So let me see, for one, last month, February, I had over 5 promises of registrations happening out of speaking to over 30 people over the period, like 30 real conversations. 10 were ready to do something in the coming month. 5 were so sure that they'll do their registration in February, but only 1 person registered in February for me over the past month. Okay, doesn't mean I'm done with the other people. Are we still having conversations? Yes, normal life conversations are happening. We talk about everything else and we still talk about the business. And if all the conversation is when are you registering, when are you registering, when are you registering, it just puts people off. So yes, life goes on. People are at different points in time, and some people will still call you months later. I still get that. One of my friends reached out to me 28th, and he's like, I'm ready now. Can you give me a recent update of this project? I'm registering with you from tomorrow or so. So as the conversations are going, it's fluid. And we all have those hurdles still ahead. Some people are ready, but things hold them back, and they eventually do register. So yes, I've failed to register some people. I've registered some people, and there are some people still pending to register. I hope that has helped answers the question Cyril put up. I don't know if anybody's willing to share their experience. Auntie Vera, Calvin, Reverend Biju, how many people have you registered in the last month? Have you failed to register some people also?
Okay, let me say this, not particularly to the question asked.
Right.
I'm trying to find why the question anyway. But yeah, we all in this industry, we all have common experience, you know. No one can have a 100% sign-up rate. Anyone who speaks to sign up, even the best, the most experienced, they experience rejection. All right, it's part of this.
Yep.
But I want to bring our attention to something, and especially from the conversation with Auntie Rose. We all do this and we meet people all the time. And in actual life, put business aside, we meet people, we encounter people in whatever we do. Um, the difference here is we have something in mind here. We have a service that we want to reach out to them with, okay? But if it's not got backup, we experience people, we interact with people all the time. We sometimes mix two things up. You know, I know there are different teams and different approaches, different coaching and different um, ideologies. So the Auntie Rose says she doesn't know what to do when she gives people or tell people about the good news. And the good news approach may work for people. It won't work for everybody, because if you just meet someone and say, I got good news for you, it is obvious they will want to know what it is. And if you are not equipped enough to get them to a certain point, you may not get the kind of results. And let's not confuse exception with the norm. In our industry, we have norms, and you have to go a certain way. But there are times some exceptions could work. You may have someone, it is possible to speak with someone today, first time meeting them, and they sign up, and you'd be like, wow. But does that happen with everybody on an everyday basis? No, it doesn't. That's an exception. That is not the norm. But on this project, in this industry, we have norms that you follow, and it's most likely, of course, at times you follow everything, do everything right, and you don't have the sign up happen immediately. But the chances of that is very high to convert that into a registration or a partner. So let's, in as much as we want to give people the good news, let's create the hunger. Let's qualify the people, as Reverend Bijou said, properly. That is the norm. So let's follow the norm, okay? And get the people invited to one of our presentations, or get to know them, trust factor and everything. And we can put in that. But the sign up, in a month, of course, you may have conversations happening in a month. You may not have the sign up happen in that month, the same month, but you have planted the seed, and if you do number of good follow-ups, you definitely will get the result. And it happens in our business all the time. Okay, so that's what I would like to say. I think Auntie Vera has a hand up.
Yes, thank you so much. Contribution, I appreciate it. Auntie Vera.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you once again. If I could also add something to Auntie Rose's issue. Auntie Rose, I would say that, yes, I have had, can you hear me?
Yes, please go ahead.
Yes.
Yes, I can hear.
I have also had, so many no's. Yes, this month I haven't been able to sign up anyone. But one thing I can say to you for sure is that every conversation makes me better. Every no sharpens my approach to the next person. And so it's not all about just the sign up. You are going out there to impact life. Like, so what are you impacting? What is it you are saying to the people? So, Auntie Rose, what I want all of us to understand, or my approach, is that, okay, this month I haven't had any sign up, but that doesn't say that I have failed. It only tells me how much I have grown in confidence, how much I have grown in communication, if I have been consistent in training, because once those things improve for me, the results will follow. So let's continue to build the skills needed for impacting lives. I think it's all about impacting lives. It's not really about the immediate income. The money would come once you are able to impact that person's life, to share knowledge, to give that person the reason why this person must focus on what you are saying. The money would come, the sign up would come. I don't know if I have been able to answer that question, Auntie Rose.
I think
Yes, I think
I understand now. Thank you, Auntie Vera.
right. Thank you. Thank you so much, Auntie Vera. Right.
Yeah. One more thing, please. That
go ahead.
yes, I'm sorry. It's just like doctors or lawyers. A lawyer will not quit because he has lost a case. No. A doctor would not quit because a patient dies or a patient is difficult. No. This is a profession. And until we realize that we have taken on a new profession, something that we need, to help society, you would not feel, because somebody says no to you, because somebody quits, and so you think you are a failure. No, that's not it at all. I don't. Thank you.
Right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And you're so on point with that. We know what we are holding, and we know what we are offering. I think analogy I wanted to give before I summarize it is the parable of the sower. Sorry, I have to go into the Bible for this. So we are holding seeds and we are spreading the seeds. Okay. And some will fall on fertile ground, some will fall on rock, some will fall among thorns. Different people are at different points in time in their lives, in their lives with what we are telling them. But eventually, someone will shoot up. He might fall on fertile ground, like Calvin described. Someone is ready. He's already been through some phases in their life. They've been looking for an opportunity like this. They've been looking for it. And just the time that you speak to them is when they are ready for it. So just then, boom, they're ready to register with you. Somebody else you may speak to would need some time to understand it, because at this point in time, they know they need the service, but they may not have the funds, or they need to sort something out before they come, but they can see where this will go. So that conversation has been started. The seed has been sown. That person will definitely come around. Some may fall on rock. They are not listening. Yes, no, it's just no straight away. They are not ready to do anything about what you are saying. They've seen, they've heard, but you've sown the seed. So long as we check out of the outcome, the results are assured. But if you are so stuck to the outcome, that's what stresses us out, and we tend to lose the energy because one person said no, or I've invited 30 people and none of them showed up. They are not picking my calls. It's because some conversation has not been had. Some investigations have, some qualification has not been made, like Reverend Biju said, for the person to feel the need to be part of this yet. So we keep going, like Vera says, we keep getting better. If one process does not work, we review the process and do something better the next time. As you get better with these, the easier it gets to do more conversations and better quality invitations on this project. It's a growth process, and once you subject yourself to doing, that's the only time that the growth will happen to you. If you're not engaging, the growth will not be happening to you, for you to be getting better and getting the outcomes that we are looking for. Reverend Biju, over to you.
I just want to say to the person who asked the question, how many sales each one of us has made, that this business works. It works when you believe and you do the right thing. If you don't do the right thing, you will not make sales. That's the truth of the matter. Eventually, when you are doing the right thing, eventually it works. I told myself every month I must not have less than to sales. February, how many sales did I have? At sales. Today, I had another sale. It happens. Just be focused. Believe what you are doing and get it done. If you are inconsistent, do not expect any results. It will come sporadically and you'll be discouraged thinking it does not work. It's a system. If you don't service the system as you ought to, don't expect anything out of it. This is genuine. This is legal. I'm sorry I'm talking like this, but the truth, the consistency with which we do other people's work or we do other things, if we don't bring it into this project, we will not make it and we will have ourselves to blame. That is why it's important for you to remember your dreams. What brought you here? Every day, remind yourself of it. And above all, pray and do the right thing. And God will bless the work of your hands. That's what I will say. I can say I had 10 sign-ups February. Yay, good. Now, what about you? What did I do to make the 10? It didn't happen just like that. It is because I kept at it. People that I spoke to in November, in October, in February, they are signing up. That's the trend of our business. If we take it like that and we work at it, it works, brothers and sisters. It does work. Keep at it and just believe what you are doing. Thanks.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah. Someone is requesting a training on rejections, how to handle objections, and we'll put it together for the team. Calvin, do you have a comment before we wrap up with some updating?
Yeah, okay. I think it's been a good conversation so far. I like the discussion happening and the conversation. We shouldn't get, get things twisted. Maybe someone saying we have, some the leaders. I heard someone like Auntie Vera said, "Well, I didn't have any sale last month," but they should know the person who is talking. I can tell you on this call, if someone has to be decorated on a top leader on this project, she will be in the top when it comes to the kind of network she has. I'm not sure anyone else, probably besides Dr. Hansi on this project, has a better, bigger, and healthier network than this woman. She has stars in her team. So she can afford even not to have a sign up in a month. She still will earn. Trust me. So if you are on this project, don't take that and say, okay, this person, it's okay to feel that, yeah, the leaders also, these things happen, but let's challenge ourselves. This works. And for her to get to a point where she happens to be my upline anyway. So because of her, I'm on this project. If she hadn't spoken to me, I would not have been on this project by now, you see. So let's know that before she got here, she kept at it. She was consistent. But just as we recap and conclude and summarize, to bring up I did hear, what was her name again? Anas, right? Anastasia. So she mentioned where we're going, the vision and everything. Got back up. Let me remind us about a few things. Why this is big. And if you are on this now, guys, stick and stay with this. This is not the time to drop off, because trust me, you will regret it a few years to come. Why? Because data is the new oil. There is over 400 million terabytes being produced of data being produced a day. What does that mean? It means they will need place to store. And God Backup provides that. Besides that, already there is over 3.2 billion people already using cloud storage. And some of them are switching. And where are they from? They are from Google Drive, from Google, from iCloud, from Amazon, from Dropbox, and the rest of them. And some of them hearing about what Got Backup offers, they are switching. So you see the number? Over 3 billion people already. Now, what about the people that are not yet on cloud storage? There are more than the people that are on cloud storage. That's our market. That's our impact target. So much we have, and Got Backup says we want to impact the world, guys. We can't do it alone. We are looking for strategic partners to do this with, and that's how we come in. And we are going to share our profits with you. And that's what they said. And since I joined, that's what they've been doing. They have promised to do that, and they are doing it using certain formulas, which we will be breaking down in subsequent sessions. And you guys, people will understand how does this happen and how we can benefit from this trend. But it's an incredible place we are. Why is it unique? Now, I did hear there are other places, there are other network marketing platforms. Why should I be here? Because nobody does what we do. Got Backup is the only cloud storage in the world that pays. No other cloud storage is into affiliate marketing, network marketing, except Got Backup. And so we are on our own. We are by ourselves. We are unique. There are many other network marketing that's into medicine, nutrition, and a number of other things. None of them is into cloud storage. It's into digital project like this. That's why we stand out. So anybody ask you that, why you, why this, why GBU? GBU, by the way, is Got Backup. So sometimes you may hear GBU is just a short. So why GBU is because we are unique. And in the next, you have seen some of the projections. What's going to happen in this market? In this market means in this industry in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years. This is going to blow, it's going to boom. We're talking about trillions of dollars. You want to have a piece, a slice of what is there to offer. And I close with what our man, I think it's one of Dr. Doherty's favorite statements. Maybe you should say it for me as I turn it over to you. But it's very key. Yeah. And this is why we should do this. Thanks.
Thank you so much. And I would say
you know what.
Yes.
You know what that statement.
It is a driving force for me personally. So I'm sure very soon, I'm sure everybody knows about it too. A slice of something big is worth more than all of something small. A slice of something big is worth more than all of something small. And that's where we are. Thank you so much for the clean summary of what we are doing here and what everybody here stands to gain if we would stick to the end. There's one more hand up. Belinda, please go ahead.
Good evening, everyone.
Hi, good evening, Belinda.
And well, mine is not a question. I want to say that most of the questions that I would have asked today, I will say a big thank you to Reverend. She's been so supportive. So in fact, every day when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I see is a message from her. So inspiring, so energetic. And most of the I'm down, that is when I see her arrive.
Awesome.
I want to say a big thank you to her. And I know the leaders on this platform are doing so well as well. Sometimes it's really difficult when you're expecting someone who, a prospect you spoke to, and you know is going to really close, then it ends up to be like, oh, it's not coming on. But I'll say that I have never been discouraged because Reverend will always be there to support. And
Awesome.
I really, really, really want to use this platform to thank her so much. Thank you very much.
Thank you for thanking Reverend Bijou. Reverend Bijou, first in the cafe. I think we have to show some reaction for this. And Melinda, thank you so much for appreciating someone who's been supportive to you. And congratulations to you too for being a good team member, appreciating your lead and knowing that the support is there, so it keeps you going. Yeah. Congratulations, Reverend Bijou. And cheers to the entire team, guys. You have support. Don't ever feel you are alone in this. And plug in. If you feel it's not working, just get back to your upline. There's always something that will support you. They can tell you there's some help that is there for you to keep going. Because many of the things you're about to go through, many of the leaders have already been through it, and they are just there to guide you to make it even easier for you to do well. So well done, Belinda, and congratulations, Reverend Bijou, again. So let me just put these few things happening in the markets up, and then we would round up for tonight's meeting. Okay. So three things really. Three things. Last Saturday, when we had during the training last Saturday, there is going to be, or it's actually being launched, a 90-day run, global run. We all, as a 165 country project, are reaching out massively over the next 90 days. There are going to be awards and prize awards from corporates for participants and those who meet the criteria for the awards being given. I just want to encourage everybody to actively be part of this move. If you're not sure how to do it, thankfully, Chris and Tammy have always had this app called Boards, BOARDS. It's not a Go Backup app, it's a separate app. But on Boards, Chris and Tammy have put together resources, documents, videos, invitation tips, all sorts of knowledge that you need for this project. It's like a library. So once you download bots and get your account registered, it will ask you whether you want to create whatever bots. You just search for. I'll put the link for our bots on the team page. I think we put it over the weekend. I'll place it there again. Just click on it and subscribe to it. You get access to the Go Backup system on board. It's a free account. It's a free app. But there's so much knowledge there for you. Okay, so let's get on board and get the document that will guide us over this 90 days. They've posted the first 30 days activity there. If you would engage with it, magic will happen. And it's a daily thing. Okay, so let's get on to that. The second one is Go Backup Pro and Mako Max. The launch is going to be done, I think, after 8th of March. I just saw an email that says you can get Mako Max for free for life if you can get on Pro by 8th of March. We've been speaking about Go Backup Pro for a while now and all the other resources that it comes with. Go Backup Pro now has even more tools. As a pro member, you get the Mako Max for free. You don't have to pay for it. But if you want to pay for Mako Max separately, you are going to be doing $20 every month, or you're going to be doing $199 a year just for Mako Max. But Go Backup Pro on its own, it's also $20 every month, and it's $199 every year. So why don't you go for Go Backup Pro and get Mako Max for life on it? It's the best deal you can get. And Mako Max is already converting a lot of leads, getting leads into the everybody who has a social media handle and you want to do go backup with your social media handle. So we were all advised, and I would advise all of us and encourage us to create a new TikTok, create a new Facebook fan page, create a new Instagram page. Just create the account and you can link it to your MacOMax. You can have more than one TikTok account on it, more than one Facebook account on it, more than one Threads or YouTube channel linked to it. Just create it and link it, because the videos are already done for you and they are scheduled. So the system posts videos for you during the day and every day without you getting involved. But the part you have to play in this so that the algorithm doesn't take it as a computer running your system is you actually getting on your fan page and commenting once in a while. Like, just do additional activity on it so they don't tag your page as what do you call it, a robot's account. Okay, so this is one of the, I think, one of the easiest ways to get leads in, and it's built over time. Social media built over time. It's not the first time you start, then people start converting. The algorithm must know you and know your post and what your conversation is before it drives traffic to you. So if you start early, in the next 6 months, you would have become familiar with the algorithm, and these are the things that will get you the additional leads on social media, because there's a lot of people on social media looking for projects like this, but we have become the leads to those projects, and the algorithm prospects them for you because they keep looking for those things. So when the algorithm prospects them for you, they draw them into this particular system for you. And that's how the MacOMax works, okay? So let's all aim to upgrade to Go Backup Pro. Go Backup Pro, okay? So you can get this MacOMax for free while it's still available on at the subsidized rates that we are being offered there, and Go Backup Pro. Okay, so I think those are the things I wanted to speak about. Getting on board, let's all get involved in a 30-day run, and then MacOMax and the deadline on it for now. Okay, all right. So yeah. And then the leadership training happening on the 21st and 22nd. Registrations are still ongoing. We have been able to reach some top speakers who have agreed to be on the training. And this is not about Go Backup alone. It's just about your personal growth as an individual and the things that you need to know as you get in this new community you find yourself in. Because there are some things that will shape you as you become a person of influence, and you need to know and have that mindset and those skill sets, and you have the best resource coming to teach us those things. So get on the flyer and get in touch with the team and register and be there, because this will be something that you will not find anywhere else, trust me. All right. Okay. So I think that's it for tonight. I just open for closing remarks. I think Calvin has given us his, Auntie Vera, Reverend Bijou, any closing remarks, and then we will close for tonight and prepare for coming Wednesday. Auntie Vera, your closing remarks, please? I see you're already unmuted.
No, I don't have anything for now. Maybe Reverend Bijou or anyone else could close.
Okay. Reverend Bijou, any closing remarks? I see a comment in the chat. Okay. All right. I think thank you all for showing up. It's been a good conversation tonight. I believe we've all learned something that would help us on this journey as affiliates on this project. Look, you are here at a good time, and this is the best thing that's happening to any of us now. Because still, we are early birds on this project, and get supported as much as you can. Don't hide. The team page is not for just the leaders to post. If you have questions, you have any need, just put it out there. Someone will reach out for you, and let's do this pretty well. I think, Calvin, you can go ahead with the closing video. We meet on Wednesday for the next team presentation. Okay. There's a presentation on Wednesday. Please, let's get our guests. Let's start inviting. Let's start qualifying the right people to be there with us, and let's have a good presentation. It's going to be incredible again. See you on Wednesday night at 8 with your guests. Okay. See ya. Have a good night. Thank you for showing up. God bless.